squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. Taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. What a way to start this game. Trying to rattle them right off the bat with an onside kick, and it pays off. A first down for the offense. To throw, it's Barnett. He finds his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Wants to throw on third. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. And the Broncos will keep this drive going.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll call for the fair catch here. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Dukes in the hurry up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score tied at 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Dukes will... Oh, he's not punting, he's going to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. Got room on the return. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
With the catch, it's Genty. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He caught it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
And And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get to him as he throws. And the ball is picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
No, oh my goodness, he's still moving. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physically.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Got his man quickly. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The play action fake. Looking to buy time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised, you definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, though.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes his connection. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Direct snap. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Dukes will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Turns it on at midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Dukes! A great catch and run for 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off-play action on first down. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boise State 28, James Madison 14.
And the Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourself.
The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Dukes are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He leaves it with the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Give to the running back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Fighting off the defender. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Running back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Pulls it in. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And the defense drags him down. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires downfield. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Touchdown, James Madison. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Genty. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The sure hands, it's Genty. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Nelson. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The toss sweep to the right. Fights off a defender.
A lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. Now, on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
42. James Madison, 21.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Powers through. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it behind the line. It's Ross.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field, but if nothing's open, boom, I take it in.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Takes the easy one to the back. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dukes.
Touchdown, James Madison.
Lining up for the PAT.
With the carry. The kicker is on.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Firmly firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Fires on the move. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to